talking, baby. Hello.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
How's my voice sounding, baby? Is it sounding good? Alright.
It's a long, long night. I see you over there with that beautiful smile. You're staring into my eyes.
God damn.
What's that?
Huh?
To your crib?
My crib.
Tonight?
Tonight.
Well, looks like we're gonna need to work in jazz. Working jazz.
Working jazz.
Working jazz.
How about a little bit of toast?
Fresh toast.
Fresh out the toaster, baby.
Out the toaster, baby?
God damn.
God damn. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Fresh Out the Toaster. You are with your boy Ruben and
This is Kucha.
And you've got your boy Zoe back on the podcast. It's
Return
been a long
of
time,
the King,
guys.
you know.
Let's clap for fucking Zoan.
It's been a long time. I've missed you guys. I've missed being on the podcast, but we're back, baby. We're back. We're back.
All right.
How have you guys been? Let me just ask real quick. How have you guys been?
I've been good. I had a day off yesterday. It was amazing. Took care of myself, you know. I did a bit of laundry, this kind of stuff.
You
Yeah.
can tell you come in today looking all nice and dapper. You got
Fits a nice 10 out of 10, you know.
You came in and you put in effort.
If you guys could see,
You guys can't even see this. You can't even see the drip.
it's a clean 90s vibe.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's
Come
what
on.
I'm saying. So that's why we had to let you guys into the podcast nice and easy. Give you a nice little juicy little. Well, what would you say? That sensual healing.
Nah, it's more like sexual healing.
Okay, calm. Listen. We're getting distracted. We
are.
have a podcast to do.
And we have a topic to discuss.
Mm-hmm.
Let's jump right in. What are we doing first?
So we gotta go to one where there's Planet of the Apes. When you see Planet of the Apes. So I look on the iPhone app, and it says, okay, take me to this one. And the guy goes, okay, is that in a good neighborhood? He's like, oh, yeah. Guy barely speaks English. He takes us there. We get out, and we're giggling. Oh, we're gonna see Planet of the Apes. We walk into Planet of the Apes. We walked into Africa, dude. We walked in the door, and there was no...
Great. But
That is
that's
fucking
the thing.
rich.
Who?
He was a ex-fighter, I think, now turned podcast person. Zoen, I know your Spotify subscription situation from the first episode. What you got to say for that?
All I have to say is, yeah, I'm surprised that we were not no one on the panel for today's podcast has even expressed their feelings in terms of what my guy said. Like, are we gonna move past the fact that he really just said what did he say? Something about Planet of the Apes.
A few years ago, I watched a video of him where he's talking with a black man who went and like reformed KKK, people from the KKK. I was thinking, damn, the irony of him now like talking about things, black people being monkeys or whatever, Planet of the Apes. I mean, that's not really an excuse to say, oh, it's just a joke. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
The thing is, it's those kind of like comparisons are very subconscious to white people. Like they associate black people to lower and like animals and stuff like that. So like for him to make a joke like this, even though it's a joke, it's only funny if like it was just for white people in the room where no one can listen to them. But you're on the fucking radio where black people listen to you. Like you can't make jokes like this. I don't care. Like even I don't care. Like it's a comparison to me. It's not even a joke.
I don't know. I mean, it could raise the question of like freedom of speech and everything, but freedom of speech doesn't necessarily mean freedom of consequences. Just because you say a certain joke and you have a platform and you're free to be able to do so, doesn't mean that you have to like, get away scot-free with it. Yeah. Spotify has faced increasing pressure as prominent artists have pulled their songs from streaming platform to protest its hosting of Joe Rogan's popular podcast, which has been criticized for spreading misinformation about the coronavirus. Over the weekend, Spotify's chief executive Daniel Ek said that the service would add a content advisory to some podcasts. Mr. Rogan pledged to balance things out. At root for Spotify, the deal book newsletter notes You were waiting for that. I knew
And
it.
so it begins.
Is a question that confronts many tech giants in the streaming and social media age. Is it a platform or a media company? The streaming service says it isn't responsible for content posted on its platform, much as social networks like Facebook have argued for years. But commentators like Peter Kafka of Recode note a key difference between Spotify and these companies. Spotify directly paid a reported $100 million for the exclusive rights to Mr. Leave me alone.
Listen, I'm not saying a single
Leave
thing.
me the role. I can see you staring at me.
I'm cheering you
Like,
on.
it's-
cheering you on.
it's
cheering
hurting
you on.
my
You got
heart.
This, you got this.
To Mr. Rogan's podcast, and the company has noted that his show has increased its ad revenue. To some, that puts an extra bonus on Spotify to act like a media company and take responsibility for its content.
I think it does.
Especially if they're going to invest that much money, no?
Also, if they're gonna let people talk, let their mind, like, I don't know, they have to regulate what's being said.
Yeah, because if they're allowing that shit on their platform, then that's going to be a reflection of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
The same way they want to censor the N-word, like, why are you censoring the N-word, but like then you're letting other people saying racist stuff? Like, you have to follow the line that you started.
Favoritism
Like,
is not allowed.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They want to censor the N-word since when? Like,
No,
how are they
do
doing
it,
that?
They do it. Like, there's a lot of songs that are being censored. You can choose it, but like, if you're gonna give that option to people, meaning that like there's some stuff that they don't think is alright to be put on the platform, then you're gonna let other people say racist stuff that makes no sense.
Healthy young people don't need a COVID vaccine. Rogan has claimed he isn't anti-vaccine, but during a 23rd of April 2021 episode of his podcast, he said, if you're like 21 years old and you say to me, should I get vaccinated? I'll go no.
I think people need to stop deifying celebrities, to be honest. I mean, just because it's an opinion, I can't really say whether or not I agree with it or not. But it's just the fact that I think we give too much power to what they say. And
Yeah.
that could...
People care too much, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, I
100%.
understand that the fact that they have a platform which does tie into if they should be regulated for what they should be saying.
Yeah.
But
Also, if they're gonna let people talk, let their mind, like, I don't know, they have to regulate what's being said.
Yeah, because if they're allowing that shit on their platform, then that's going to be a reflection of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
I think it's not that deep.
controversial British influencer Ollie London is obsessed with Korean culture, and the proof is that public figure has gotten 20 cosmetic surgeries in a bid to look like BTS member Jimin. I hope I'm saying the name right.
My uncle. Now finally, I feel Korean. You know, I identify with the Korean community. Maybe they will accept me more now because I have the look. You know, maybe people will think I'm actually
Get the London
Korean,
look.
which will make me really happy. And they can see how much I love their culture. Because this is the extreme length I've gone to, because I love Korea so much. I just want to make Jimin proud as well, you know, because Jimin is my ultimate idol, and I want him to be proud, so I'm sure he'll be proud that I look like exactly like him now. I have his eyes.
It's a mental
I have
illness.
Jimin's Korean eyes, and they're so beautiful. So I'm so happy with my new look. I can't wait to see the final results when all the swelling
It's
goes
so
down.
funny.
Saranhayo.
Shut up.
Is
Sorry.
it just me? I still think he looks white.
He
Looks very
he
much
looks
like a white person
like a
still.
person that like a white person that has a lot of surgery.
Yeah.
He doesn't look Korean.
Oh, sorry,
no, I've
sorry.
seen him healed. He looks weird.
But
he
look,
doesn't
guys,
look-
that's not the craziest part, because now he wants to get a penis reduction surgery in order to look 100% Korean.
That's a violation.
That's a violation. That's actually a
He-
viol. Oh my
He wants-
god.
He wants to go according to the averages. So yeah.
Wait, I'll read that one. Oli said that they would have a penis reduction to match the Korean average penis size. That's how far I'm willing to go. I can have it done in Thailand, and it will cost between $6,000 and $8,000. Thailand's cheaper, and to be honest, they do specialize in those kind of things in Thailand because they have a lot of sex changes and stuff. Okay, according to a study on the penile size of Korean men done by the Department of Urology at the Capital Military Hospital in Seoul, the mean length of the penis is a non-erected state. The mean length of the penis in a non-erected state was 8 centimeters and 12.7. So what is it like? Is it like smaller than average? Okay, sorry. I work on average 5 inches when erect. what is it like? What is the average in other countries then? Yeah,
Listen,
let's go and check it out.
Congo.
Yeah! Come on. Come on,
Congo.
Congolese man.
The UK.
The UK. Nah, Italy. No. No. The UK is actually the.
That's actually
So
crazy.
where is Korea? Where is
That's what I'm saying. How legit is this? Wow.
It's not even on the chart.
What's Angola? I just saw Angola right now.
Angola, vraiment. C'est bien.
But what's the comparison though? What is like 15 centimeters in inches?
What's the first one again? Congo, huh?
Congo.
Just wanted to say it again.
What's that?
I just think
Damn.
that just goes to show how much he fetishized the culture, like
No,
their
100%.
bodies. Like he really
100%.
fetishizes the bodies. Like it's got. So first of all, he's a fool because his dick is probably shorter than Jimin, to begin with, and second, he's just a fetishizer, and he's got no will to like actually get into the culture of Korea. He doesn't give a fuck. He just wants to look Korean.
Okay.
Babe, you look white.
So as black people speaking right now, have you guys had an experience of fetishization? I messed up the words though.
I can speak as a mixed race person. Yes, I've had. Like, I feel like mixed race people are just fetishized. Like, period. People want to have mixed race kids, just for the sake of like having a kid with curly hair.
Yeah, that one I can definitely.
It's just a
relate to.
trend at the
Like,
moment.
For some reason, it's a pickup line by white girls to say, "Oh, I want mixed babies." To me as a dark skinned man, which
is it
never works. It's
Wait,
very
white
weird.
women, like, what kind of women come to you and that I want a mixed baby?
It's only white women who never
White
say that.
women.
It's only ever white women who say. Yes, it's very weird. Every time.
Every
Every
time?
every time it happens, it's been weird.
Has it happened to you as well?
To me, nah. Yeah.
What kind of white women have you been bumping?
That's not because I low-key do feel like that's mad if they have the confidence to come up to you and say that.
It's
like
mostly
loud.
like if I go to a party with my friends,
Yeah.
and people are drinking. I don't drink though, But yeah, if people are drinking, I'm just there chilling, and you get that like that booze confidence. Yeah. So it's a very weird situation, I think this, like you're saying, this applies to what this guy's doing right now with Korean culture. But at what point do we start calling it mental illness?
I don't know when, but I think you're making a great point. It is a mental illness.
It's a deep obsession as well, to be that like obsessed with a culture to the point where you want to actually like change yourself as a person as well. There's like genuinely something wrong with you to be that to go through all of them lengths, all of them surgeries. That's weird.
But you
That's
can
weird.
see it in like so many cultures, like this white woman that decided she was black and she started having melanin injections and called herself the one with the weird accent. And then you even have black people that are like completely refusing to say they're black and distancing themselves. Like, I feel like it happens everywhere, and I think it's probably a self-hate thing more than a race thing.
That's why bleaching's a thing as well.
So there's been a history of this stuff happening, where people just like change their race.
The guy on the right is not Asian?
I don't.
Is he
know.
not Asian? He's not Asian? What? He looks Asian. He looks weirdly Asian. I'm not gonna lie.
Turned off.
Nah,
but
he
there's
looks
definitely
Asian.
plastic surgery in his face though. Like you can see his.
He did. Oh my god, she's so scary. So sorry, I'm not meant to do body shaming, but she actually chose to look like this. So
Like,
she's so dark as well. Like
he's look. You
it's
can
not
tell
even
as well his skin. He's definitely
he's
getting
trying
the
to.
melanin
He's
shots.
trying to.
Like
She's not even
Like she looks like she's just doing blackface. To be fair, but I'm not gonna.
That's what she does.
I'm not gonna like try diss her for like looks or anything. I'm just gonna say like there's definitely something maybe wrong, but I have to kind of respect the whole. This is more than just fetish. It seems like because it's genuinely like trying to get within the culture, right?
No, like
Like,
as soon as
understand
you
it.
feel the need to look like the people from that culture,
Mhm.
it's fetishization. Like you understand, like culture is not necessarily just about looks. Like culture is language, is behaving with other people in the country. Like it's not just looking black. Like to me, if you really understand culture, you don't have to do this. Like
Yeah. I mean, like, look, if I can, if I can be straight up with you guys about this one,
so you
I
would
kind of
say
had
it's
like
just
I kind of had a slight relationship with this whole self-hate thing. Because when I was younger, I used to like seriously be bullied for my skin, and it came to the point where I did want to bleach, and it took like a lot of time to like come out of that and come into like a self-love realization that there's nothing wrong at all. It's just like it's genuinely what. Yeah, that was her before. Yeah, that was her. But yeah, no, it's like it's genuinely a long time, and a lot of it is born out of insecurity.
Also, you know what's so annoying? The boobs that she's got. Like, what message is she sending with those boobs? Trying to be like, what does she mean by that? And now she's got big boobs. That's fucking weird.
But as well, it's like.
Oh, she looks so weird, man. I'm
What?
gonna start having nightmares. I'm sorry.
It's this question of like, what does actually being another race mean? Does it mean like changing your physical features or like talking a certain way?
It's so annoying. Even her lips, like it's so annoying. What is she trying to send? What is the message? Like,
I'm black now.
oh, she's so annoying. Oh my god, I fucking hate her. I'm so sorry. Yeah, she's actually getting me mad. Happy Chinese New Year.
Happy Chinese New Year's, guys.
How do you say that in Chinese?
Yes, please, come on.
In Chinese. Oh my god, please don't put it on the podcast.
Happy Year of the Tiger. It's supposed to be something called the Water Tiger. It's the year of the Water Tiger. So,
Yeah.
14 Fala.
Foreign Farah.
Fourleen Fala. Did I get that right?
Kind of.
Yeah. And while we're looking for the topic, I'm gonna sing A B C D E F G H E G K L M N O P Q R S T U V, and the last letter is W N Z A.
What? What happened to why?
There was more, right? Next time.
The escapist
Yeah.
fantasy of NFT games is capitalism. Dun dun dun.
That's really cool. I think it's kind of the future of like, this is what our life is gonna look like now. I thought this is amazing. People in the Philippines are earning double what they could in a regular job from just playing this game. She says, I wanted to do that. I wanted to help people too. In fact, an analysis by Insights company Navic found that as of August 2021, only the most proficient players were making more than the Philippines average wage of $41.49 per day, while most simply earn a bit over the 7 point. I can't actually speak. While most simply earn a bit over the $7.3 daily minimum wage or less, and that's before taking into account the fees paid to scholarship managers. So they're making bad money. Like when you're making that income in the Philippines, you're actually rich.
That's actually pretty cool, to be honest. As an anti-metaverse person, I have to say that's actually really, really cool.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't think the metaverse is gonna bring a lot of good to the world. Maybe that would be the only thing.
No. I mean,
And I think it would turn into something bad eventually.
to be fair, this is just servicing capitalism, but it is helping some people, to make life a little easier. So that I kind of respect, but only on the like looking at a base little list, smallest person in the scale type thing. But if you look at the bigger picture, then Yeah, but hey, look, might be able to create new jobs, which is good. Mi-
Yeah, but we're
Yeah,
gonna
but that's
have
the thing.
robots to do everything in the future. Like we're not gonna need. Yeah, but that's already starting. Look at Amazon grocery shops. Look at like automated.
banking and everything.
Yeah, everything. I think.
Like some jobs are gonna become obsolete,
Yeah, like creative jobs, for instance, I thought are gonna still.
Yeah, creative jobs are gonna.
relevant.
But like anything logical that requires like numbers and
Yeah.
stuff like that, if a machine can do it faster than a person,
Yeah.
person's most likely gonna be gone. That's
Mm.
just.
The thing is, like, I don't have any hope in the like future and capitalism and everything that comes with it. So I just know for a fact that this is going to turn into something horrible eventually. Like this is gonna turn into like they're not actually gonna earn any money anymore. They're gonna have to play hours and hours. Like it's gonna be an overcrowded market. Like I just have no hope with the
Yeah.
people that are like doing, down on the top right now. They have no will to like
I think
help
it's
us.
gonna go the way
in
of
any way.
YouTube. Like when people first started off on YouTube, everyone was like
Exactly.
making bank,
Yeah.
But now that the market's oversaturated, everyone's a YouTube account. Everyone's trying to be the next hit YouTuber, making like pennies. You're barely gonna pop, and it's unlikely you're gonna pop. So that's just gonna be the way of like the metaverse when it comes to these type of jobs. As soon as everyone knows about them, then barely anyone's gonna be making anything. It's gonna be back to the same old nonsense.
I feel like it's more so when the knowledge of how NFTs work and that whole world is fully explained, then it's gonna start to become oversaturated. Because right now, no one has the knowledge to even start doing it. And because no one has the genuine knowledge to start, no one's doing it. It's only the people that go out of their way to educate themselves. But when people start making that's how it always starts. It starts with the tutorials that teach, let's say, the less educated people or the less serious people. When they dumb it down for them and make it easy for them to digest and understand, then that's when them people then hop on as well. So I feel like it's a good reference that you pulled with YouTube, because that's what happened with YouTube. Everyone wanted to be a YouTuber, but no one knew how to get the software. No one knew how to do all of the editing and stuff. But then from when all of them tutorials was made, that's when you had like 9-year-olds making Minecraft videos. I was one of them 9-year-olds making Minecraft videos. You feel me? So I understand what it's like. So I feel like that's gonna be like the same sort of like principles that's gonna be applied to this. So yeah.
But in the same breath, I feel like people are gonna maybe start jumping on this, wave, and then maybe stop actually teaching themselves actual skills. And when this become overcrowded, then they will be left with no other choice than continuing doing this, and this is gonna become a trap.
But I think this actually could pose a good option, an alternative for like people who are unable to physically work due to like some sort of injury or disability.
That's true.
That is quite good in order to support yourself further in the future. All I'm wondering is like how much money did it say that they make in the Philippines? Okay.
Most
so
of
like,
them just about above the average.
So apply
wage.
that to like say a London or New York where it's like expensive to even breathe air. Would that be viable, like realistically?
But that's why it makes sense for the third world like countries kind of thing, because they're already in such a precarious situation. So for them it's a lot. But I don't think there's anyone in New York that's doing it right now.
No, there's definitely going to be people in New York doing it.
That's cool. Do you want to jump on my article? Because I'm talking about NFT. All right. Sorry. That one is a slight mindfuck. I don't fully understand it. But we're still going to talk about it. So the title is The Plan to Put Bitcoin in Mouse DNA with a Genetically Engineered Virus. What is this? Well, there's a sort of like art collective that wants to get bitcoins into the actual physical world through the DNA of mouses that would be turned into NFTs eventually. So they want. I know.
Wait, what
I
was
feel like
that
I'm
even?
talking a new language.
No, 100% you are. I was trying to keep up. But
Unsure what I'm even saying. Let's read this one. The anonymous mind behind this project claims to be an artist who got the idea that as they were going to sleep one night, they jotted. Where actually, I think if you go down, there's like a sentence that might explain it slightly more.
DAO.
Wait.
He told mother
We
board
don't
plan.
need the Hawkwood one. Okay, cool. That one, Hawkwood one. Yeah, that one. Cool. So how would one accomplish the task of genetically engineering a mouse so that it carries bitcoins? Scientists have already developed methods of encoding information in strands of DNA, so in theory, it's not a complete non-starter. The post mentions two possibilities for how it might accomplish this goal. First, BitMouse DAO, which is the name of the concept, plans to use a cold wallet to generate a private key offline. Purchased bitcoins will then be pumped into this wallet. The tricky part then is editing the mouse's genetic code to carry the private key that controls the bitcoins. The plan is to work with a company that translates the key into a corresponding ATGC sequence of DNA and encode it into the mouse during fertilization. We rely on a mouse surrogate for gestation until its birth. If that doesn't work, BitMouse would just engineer a harmless virus carrying the key and inject it into the mice. So apparently they're claiming that it's not gonna harm the mice because it's something that has been done, that is being done by normal science when they're creating medicine and stuff. So it doesn't actually hurt the mice. However, I think it might hurt the mice if you go to the very last
So
paragraph.
is it making mice worth money?
That's the thing, like mice are gonna start being a rare
I was about to say,
thing.
because now
Like,
people are
people are
gonna
gonna
start trying to
try-
catch mouse.
Yes.
mice and
So if the mouse is carrying around a key-laden virus, BitMouse DAO says that it will create an NFT based on the image of the mouse and then auction it off. The final bidder will receive a physical artwork of the mouse, and it's kind of like a tribute to Damien Hirst's animal cadaver work. And the animal cells will remain active under this preservation technique. It's kind of like morbid, right? Everyone's seen Damien Hirst's work. What he did is like he got dead animals. I hope so. Didn't kill them for that.
and he preserves them and just keeps them in.
Yeah, so people are trying to understand how far you can go with like using animals for art and using it, for your own like financial
But why rats though?
craziness. Why mouses? Because no one fucking cares about mouses. You can do whatever you want. So the writer of the article says that in a world where DAOs are organizing to buy copies of wait. So it basically the guy that writes the article says that it's terrifying. He says, call me old-fashioned, but the idea of genetically engineering something with the code to a crypto wallet inside, it is a grim portent. It is in a bizarre world where a segment of the population wants to financialize everything, tying a literal life to the blockchain is a step over a moral, ethical line. It's just a mouse, but even a mouse deserves the dignity of being worth more than its place on the blockchain.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of that?
I think this is just the beginning, like people are eventually going to get to the point where they start doing this to babies and themselves, turning themselves into NFTs.
Oh my God.
It's going to happen,
Oh,
I mean, think about it. If you're able to genetically alter your baby into what you want it to look like, then people are already going to start doing this,
Or if you add an extra worth to your baby.
Yeah.
But like,
people are definitely going to start doing this,
I don't know, like Northwest is kind of an NFT, She has a lot of value, but no one's trying to kidnap her.
You know what? With technology advancing, the human mind isn't advancing at that fast of a rate. So we're still thinking with it. Yeah. We're just doing the most with it,
We're just doing the most. But like,
and like I think it's to the point of like playing God a little bit. We're kind of playing God right now with all this stuff about like genetically imprinting like NFT codes into like living beings.
purely because we can, like.
We can, but that doesn't mean we should.
And like what's really annoying about this is that the only motivation is like for art.
Mm.
It's like they like justifying it because it's like in the name of art, and it's
It's-
kind of like, well, you don't like.
No, of course not. I don't condone. Look, I understand. I'm someone who eats meat, right? But that's like for sustenance type thing. But when it comes to like actually killing, pause. I'm a carnivore. Pause. But if there's an actual reason for it, you know, like I feel like actually killing an animal and placing. That's why like I can never get with like thing taxidermy or anything. You know, that just feels wrong to basically frame a living being and be like, oh,
I
come
have to
check it out.
say, I don't agree with you. I
really?
don't agree with you
Why is that?
because it's such a outdated like mindset in a sense of, oh, if we kill it to eat it, it's fine. But like, you don't have to eat it in the first place. Like, we're not like, even the way our teeth are set up and everything, we're not like built to like, even the way our intestine and everything, we're not actually built to eat meat every single day, right?
Yeah, but not every single day.
We
But
don't
the thing
have
is,
we
not
have
every
canines,
single day, but we can
like,
eat meat
well,
regardless. It's
we
like
can
if you're
eat
eating
meat.
it,
We can
there's a
eat
purpose
meat,
for
but
it,
the
innit?
way we eat meat is way too much. So like, people have been justifying the fact that we like killing thousands of like cows and chickens every single day because they're like, we're gonna eat it. Like, this is, but you don't have to eat chicken every meal.
No, you don't. But what I'm saying is there's a reason for it, right? It's to be consumed. But
Yeah.
if it's like to kill 17 sharks for one art piece,
Not all 17 sharks are in that.
But why
Yeah.
is your need to eat meat more valuable
Because
than
that's
their
sustenance
need
though,
to
innit?
like kill an animal for art? Like, to me, since you have other options of foods, it's not, you know, it's not as strong.
Are you talking about the guy's mindset?
Yeah, I'm talking about, like, to me, it's like, if you're trying to say, oh, we can kill a lot of animals because we're gonna eat it, then it's the same story than like them killing it for
no. But what I'm saying is
art.
like if it's for the purpose of sustenance, then
It's
that
not,
can
because you can be sustained by other foods than meat.
yeah.
Well, anything else than meat you can eat.
So is that counting fish as well?
I'm counting fish as meat. Like, I'm saying you can be sustained by food without like animals.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Humans are meant to like be they, you know, they can eat both. You know, what's this? Yeah, I mean, humans can eat meat and vegetables. Not like one or the other. You know, it's meant to be both. It's a balanced diet for a reason, innit?
But that's the thing. Like
we shouldn't just be eating one.
So
you get me?
the reason why I'm trying to like contradict your argument,
Mhm.
I think I agree with you. Like, I think it's alright to eat meat. Like, sometimes. It's just that like this argument's been used for mass production so much,
Yeah.
and it's become an excuse to like act really wrong.
So then, would you say that your concern is more so to do with mass? So if the amount of animals that we killed to eat, yeah, if is your argument basically saying that if we controlled it and only killed the amount that we actually need for consumption, then you would be okay with it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, literally. It's just the fact that we always have to do everything in excess.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
I understand that, and I don't think we should be doing things by excess. You know, but we should be doing things within reason. You know, like
Yeah.
mass producing right now, like genetically altering animals in order to like keep up with the ever increasing demand. That's wrong. But in my opinion, so is this stuff with
Yeah.
artwork.
Go on.
No,
you
go
go
on.
on. You
No,
go
no,
on.
I wasn't gonna
No,
say
I feel
anything.
like I'm gonna. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna
No,
say
I'm-
anything.
it might be off track, but like, and that's what I'm trying to say. When like, basically what I'm trying to say is like, we could stop eating meat tomorrow purely because we've used that argument way too much, and like now we've in that like setup where we kill so many animals that like now saying, oh, I'm only gonna eat like once a week is not even enough, because like they're gonna still keep making too much. So like, people actually have to turn vegan now.
Okay, wait. Quick question then. Yeah, if tomorrow.
I eat meat though. I'm a hypocrite. Like, I'm trying my best.
Yeah, no, wait, no. That's what I was gonna ask. Yeah. So if tomorrow, yeah, if you're saying that you don't wanna eat meat, or you feel like we shouldn't eat meat as much as we do, if from tomorrow you had to have like the vegan burger and you had to have like the fish and chips, would you be okay with that?
No. You know why? Because we've been trying to like recreate meat stuff with vegan stuff, but like an actual true vegan diet doesn't do that. Like Indian food, for instance, like the communities and like ethnicities that have been vegan since forever, they don't try and make burgers. Like they make good like vegan meals that are enough. So like that's why a lot of people are put off with vegan food, because it doesn't taste like meat. It
That's
will
what I'm
never
saying.
fucking taste like meat.
That's
Like
what I'm
it is
saying.
not meat. They're just doing it because there's a market for it. But yeah, that's not what veganism is meant to be.
Alright, we're wrapping it up. Anyone got any final words to say about the articles?
Yeah. I think there's like a common theme of like metaverse, NFT, digital cryptocurrencies and shit. And I can tell we're all pretty like super confused. We're gonna try and keep talking about it and try and figure it out together, guys. But yeah, thank you for listening till now. Like we truly appreciate you for that. And yeah, see you next week. Can I do the outro song? A B C D E F G H E G K L M N O P Q R S T U V, and the last letter is Z. Thank you for listening today, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.